Hi, my name is Romy Beard and I'm the EIFL Licensing Program Manager. EIFL is a not-for-profit organisation and we work with 38 partner countries. They're in Africa, Asia and Eastern Europe, as you can see on the map there. And these are developing and transition economy countries. We work with libraries and mostly library consortia. The countries also span different World Bank classifications that you might be more familiar with, such as low income, lower middle income, and upper middle income, in case that's helpful. Now, in this short presentation, I just wanted to give you a quick overview of EIFL's open access agreements and what we've done in trying to negotiate equitable open access publishing terms. We currently have 11 agreements in place, and these are multi-year agreements with fixed terms. They include they include APC waivers, as well as discounts, read and publish offers, as well as discounted read and publish offers. So we've got a couple of publishers where we have a totally free read and publish agreements. So libraries can sign up for free reading, authors can publish for free. And then we also have some discounted read and publish offers with Cambridge University Press and Sage, where we've seen some quite good pickup from Cambridge specifically. Now, the goals for our agreements are to include fully open access journals as well as hybrid journals to make open access opportunities truly equitable for authors. We also try and include automatic recognition, so there's no need to actively claim, but unfortunately that's not always possible. And if you have a look at the website link at the bottom, you can see a full list of principles listed on our website. We also promote lists of eligible journals for each country, and these are searchable by subject, and they've been quite successful. We've had some really great feedback from authors and some very high website usage statistics, which indicates a lot of downloads for these title lists. So that's very promising. And we also spend quite a lot of time with consortia and helping them negotiate their own transformative agreements, giving them advice, looking at data, and just help from the back end, especially publishers where EIFL doesn't have any agreements in place. Early in the year, we did an analysis of our existing agreements, and because we wanted to see, what is the outcome? Are authors publishing? Is there an increase in open access? And in short, the answer is yes. We looked at 4 publishers where the agreements were in place during all of 2020: Cambridge University Press, De Gruyter, Sage, and Taylor and Francis. And we compared the publishing output for 2020 with 2019 and found there was an increase of 62% for these 4 publishers. So that's very positive. Unfortunately, there are also some missed opportunities that we found, and it was quite interesting digging into the data and having some of our suspicions confirmed in that way. We found a number of articles that were published in closed access despite there being APC discounts available. And we believe that this is because authors didn't have the funding, even for discounted APC. It's simply still too expensive in some countries, especially if the author isn't funded. We also find a group of articles published in closed access despite there being an APC full waiver available. But this was really for one publisher where we didn't have automatic recognition in place, and the author had to email somebody to claim the waiver. And in this case, we can see clearly that this acts as a hurdle to open access because it complicates the process and authors aren't aware and it's not well enough communicated. And lastly, we found there's a number of articles that were published in closed access, despite there being included in a read and publish agreement. And this could, of course, mean that authors simply didn't want to publish in open access, but we think it's mostly because the agreement wasn't well publicized and a way wasn't offered as the default option by this publisher, and the author still had to claim this actively. So some takeaways here. Perhaps some things we can work on collectively. That's everything for me. Thanks very much for listening.